All right. So let me read. He said the ministry added that calibre missiles were also used to destroy 10 M777, right? The M777 Hotwizers and up to 20 armored vehicles were recently delivered from the West and have been stored inside a factory building in the southern city of Nikolaev. Guess what? That's your tax money. That's Joe Biden for you. That's your baby Joe Biden. He's doing wonderful work for you. Mainly you so-called black, Latino, and Native, you are asleep, man. When you see these people, you think they're God. Instead of giving glory to the Most High, guess what? They just deliver. How much this thing costs? It's a lot of money, right? It's a lot of money. And that's what they want, because they're all making money. There was this guy from the U.S. What did he was from the U.S. court, U.S. Supreme Court or whatever, I don't know. He went into Ukraine a couple of days ago. He went and visit them in Ukraine. Meanwhile, they got so many dirty dishes in this country. So many dirty dishes need to be washed in America. He didn't sit down and wash those dishes. No. He took the taxpayer money. Right now, gas prices, everything's up. Because they said it, they want it like that so they can set up the New World Order. They can set up the NWO and the MOTB. Taking the money of the poor people. Right? Just yesterday, I got to call my freaking insurance company, auto insurance company. And you know, this auto insurance company, they're nothing else than thief. They're scamming. Could they take your money for free for vain? So I realized that there was some increase in my auto insurance. So I asked the lady, I say, yo, what's going on? I say, why is my insurance going up? Then she said, because of inflation. I said, yo, are you kidding me? I told her straight, I said, listen, so you guys stealing money from us every month. So you know that prices, everything been up. You're supposed to lower the price of the insurance. You're supposed to decrease it. But you got to increase and tell me that because of inflation. So I told her, I said, my paycheck has not increased. I still get paid the same thing. Nothing changed. So that's how wicked these people are, just to show you. So because inflation that they set up, the U.S. government set up, right? And the NATO, all these things, guess what? The people got to pay the price. Meanwhile, the rich, they're getting richer. Can you believe that? They're sucking more blood from the people. They're sucking more blood. Our people don't even realize that. Our people they don't even see because they're blind. They're sucking more blood from the people. This insurance company are nothing else than scam. It's scam. They're the top gangs. And the government protect them. Guess what? Because the government get a commission. They'll get a part. That's why they allow this so-called insurance to be collecting free money from millions of people every month. And amid a crisis right now, you expect them to lower the rate. Guess what? It went up. And I told the lady straight on the phone. I said, this insurance, literally, I told her straight. I said, this insurance company, they're nothing else than thief. I literally told her that straight yesterday. Straight up. I said, they're thief. He said, alone because they got what? Lobbyists sitting in the Congress House in Washington, D.C., running suit and tie with huge luggage, with bunch of paper document, right? You name it. They don't care about what the people's going through. Do they care? Nay, they don't care. Shalom. They don't care. Because if they do care, can you believe? Amid inflation where people struggling to pay for their rent, to put food on the table for the children, their family. They increased my insurance up to what? 100 and, how much is this now? They increased it up to $170 just because of the inflation. Then I'm like, you just sitting in a freaking office. What are you doing? And you telling me about inflation? That's the devil, man. Let me see. M777 Hotwizers. Let me see what Google is going to tell me. Let me ask Google. I'm going to ask Google right now as we right here. So brother can know the Russians just destroyed 10 of those weapons yesterday. 10. And 20 armor vehicles that the United States of America just sent to Ukraine. The Russians just destroyed the whole thing and killed 500 people yesterday, just yesterday. The Russians just killed 500 people of them. And among the 500, guess what? 57 of them were general, high-ranking general of Ukraine armed force. And we got along with some Polish military personnel. They got killed too. The Russians, they don't bluff, buddy. You too comfortable in America where you think where you living in heaven, you got your big screen TV, and you think you're the only one in the world. That's America. They think they're the only one on the earth. They got to dictate to everybody what they got to do, what they got to eat, the way they got to dress, the way. They're the one that dictate to the whole world. And you to tell me that you want democracy? That's religion, man. Democracy is nothing else than religion. It's a witchcraft. Let's see this. Let me ask Google. How is it? Okay, let's see what is that. This is a sophisticated weapon. Guess who is making money? Your congressmen and women. They're getting the part from all these, they got stocks, right? Okay. Okay. Nancy Pelosi or Pelosi, whatever you want to call it. They all got stocks in all these weapon, gun company, gun manufacturing company. They got what? They got stocks. A lot of your congressmen, go look it up. Go look at who are the main owner of this. Listen, a lot of your congressmen and women, a lot of your congressmen and women, they have what? They have share. They bought the stock from this big company. So don't get it twisted. Okay? They bought the stocks. Right? Let's read it. Let's read it. They bought the stock from all these places, from all these companies. Okay? All right? Let's see. How is it? There we go. How is 77? Let's see. Yeah, M77, 777 times, right? Three times, right? There we go. This is from Wikipedia. It said the M777 Hotwizers is a Tau 155mm artillery piece in the Hotwizers class. It is used by the ground forces of Australia, Canada, India, Saudi Arabia, Ukraine, and the United States. First used in combat during the US war in Afghanistan. I told you, man. That's the devil. That's the work of the devil. He was giving the sword, man. What was Esau giving? The sword. What did the Mosai give Esau? The gun. The gun was given to Esau. Let's read it quick. What did the Mosai give Esau? The gun. Let's go to Genesis. Let's go to Genesis. Because a lot of brothers don't know. A lot of brothers don't know. Everything that the so-called white man is doing, that's his job on earth. That's what God wants him to do. That's his job on earth. His job on the earth is to shed blood, to do violence, to correct the wicked, the sellout, and the coon of our people. That's his job. That's his job. He was given the gun, The weapon, the sword was given to Esau, Edom. That's his blessing, literally. Literally, the blessing of Esau, Edom is the gun. And you can't take it away from him. You can't fight him. Okay, because a lot of you out there, you simple. And you think because Esau allow you to buy some baby gun, you thinking that you're going to fight Esau. You can't fight Esau. God literally gave him the gun. What did God give you, so-called blacks, Latino, and Native? The law, the commandment, the statute, and the judgment. So let's read it. Genesis chapter 27. Let's see what did he get. What blessing did Esau get from God, from the Most High? Let's read it. This is the book of Genesis chapter 27. And we read verses 38 through 40. And Esau said unto his father, if you don't know who is Esau, please go read Genesis 25 and read verses 1 all the way down through, I'll say the whole chapter. All right? Then you're going to read and learn about who is Esau, Edom. Esau, Edom is the so-called white people. Okay? The so-called white people. That's the biblical name. The Mosai didn't call them white people. The Mosai didn't call them Caucasian. The Mosai did not call them American. The Mosai did not call them British. The Mosai did not call them French, Australian. No. They call themselves, they name themselves like that just to hide their biblical identity. Because they don't want people to know. They don't want to be exposed. Now they're being exposed slowly. The Mosai is exposing them. Can they stop God? No. Can they stop God? No, they cannot stop God. So let's read it. Let's read it. Say, and Esau said unto his father. Esau said unto his father. And Esau said unto his father, hast thou by one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. So he cried. He cried, baby cried, right? Crocodile tears. When you see crocodile crying, you better stay away. When you see the crocodile crying, he's in the water. He's faking. There ain't no red tears. Don't believe that. He's trying to eat you. When the crocodile trying to eat you, he'll be fake crying. And you think that you take him serious. Then what you realize, you already in his mouth. Okay? He said, and Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, that dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth. So keep in mind, that's why they conquered the whole world. That's why they conquered the whole world. There is no land that Esau, Edom has not conquered. Show me one land that the so-called white man has not conquered. I'm going to show you one. Salaki, I'm going to take that back. Ethiopia. Ethiopia was the only land. They did it, but it did not work to the full intent. Mussolini was the last Edomite to try to conquer Ethiopia. And he got whipped over there. It didn't work out. But show me any land they did not conquer. They conquer everywhere. And they got the gene and the DNA in every nation. When you go in Egypt, you think the people in Egypt, they're just Egyptian. No. It's a mix of nation. You got Hamite. You got the nation from Japhet. You got the nation from Esau. And the list goes on and on and on. So let's read it. He said, behold, that dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and of the dew of heaven from above. That's why you see your tall building, your apartment, your 10 storage apartment in New York, Boston, Massachusetts, Chicago, Illinois, Canada, Australia, and the list goes on and on and on. That's why you see your tall building everywhere. Who building? Esau, Edom. That's part of their blessing. That's why they build tall building. Tall, everything tall. Okay? That's the blessing that they receive. God said they'll be able to conquer, to live on the whole, everywhere. They conquered the land of the Northern Kingdom, the so-called Latino, Hispanic, and Native Indian, or whatever you want to name it. They conquered the land of the Israelites that were living in Australia, the Aborigine, New Zealand, and the list goes on and on and on. In Hawaii, in Haiti, right? The Guarifano, right? the Taino, and the list goes on and on and on. Who? Esau Edom. He said, and of the dew of heaven from above, right? And by that sword, hold on. What did the scripture say? And by that sword, Genesis 28 and 40. And by that sword shalt thou live. How are they going to live? I thought they're going to live according to the Bible. No, they're going to live by the sword. What is the sword? Let's take a look at the definition of the word sword, right? Let me bring it out quick. Let me ask Google quick, sword definition. All right, let me see what Google is going to say. Okay. All right. And we're going to play, everybody can hear. Right? So, sword, a weapon, hold on, a weapon with a long metal blade